Greetings, everybody, and welcome to our 14th first round game of 16 between Kentucky and DePaul. The winner will get UNLV. And as we have been trying to do in the more recent games, we're taking a look at the regular seasons for Kentucky and DePaul. DePaul at one point, well, let's start with Kentucky first. They were 8-10 at one point, and then they went on a 7-1 tear to finish the season strong and go 15-11, and they got credit for playing in a very competitive conference, the SEC. Even though they did not win the SEC, Alabama did, but Alabama got excused in the first round by Southern Illinois. So Kentucky finished 16-11. Their best player, Jack Goose Givens, at 18-2. Got to be aware of the play of Rick Roby when you watch these Kentucky games. We had them earlier in the regular season, I do believe, and one team we did not have was the DePaul Blue Demons, led by Ray Meyer, who started the year with a loss to Memphis State, and they too were about a middling team after a loss on February 16th to Virginia Tech, 80-75. Then they won 3 straight. Marquette, Cincinnati, and Villanova were the 3 victims, and they finished the year 15-8. Their best player, Ron Norwood, and Dave Corzine, who would go on and have a good pro career, also a very good player on this DePaul squad. So the DePaul Blue Demons in the West Regional against the Kentucky Wildcats. The winner will get UNLV, who we have had on this channel a couple of times. They were by far the highest scoring offensive team at 104.8 points. They got the 1 seed over UCLA, who is in at number 2. So we will play this game out, Kentucky and DePaul. The winner will get UNLV. I know they got Washington there, but that's not true. Washington will get Texas A&M. Then we come back Thursday and do Miami of Ohio, Texas, El Paso, San Francisco, and Arkansas will be the final first round game. And then we will get into the quarterfinal round games starting in the East Regional. So we hope you are well this June 15th. Trying to get these games done fast so I could go watch the World Cup games, which have been very entertaining, I must say. And let's make sure we have things set up correctly, that the computer is running. Well, I get DePaul, actually. The computer will run Kentucky. DePaul is the 8th seed, and Kentucky is the 9. Okay. Entering the starters for both teams anyway.
Lineups. First for the visiting Kentucky Wildcats, Warford, Johnson, Givens, Lee, and Phillips. Kentucky is coached by Joe Hall. And now for your DePaul Blue Demons, Ramsey, Norwood, Watkins, Ponsetto, and Corzine. DePaul is coached by Ray Meyer.
Yes, they are.
Kentucky controls the tap.
We'll point out that Kentucky is in the blue and DePaul is in the white. Phillips with the first basket of the game. And it's 2-0. Corzine shooting from distance, and Kentucky that winds up being an air ball. Lee hits 4-0 very quickly Kentucky's way. Ponsetto has cut it to 4-2. Both these teams off and running. Lee with 6 points. 6 points in just 1 minute. Norwood back the other way, 6-4. And we're off to the races. Gibbons from outside, 8-4. Ponsetto to Corzine. Corzine boxed out of the paint A turnover, and Lee has made it 10-4 very quickly. So Kentucky thinking they could run against DePaul. Norwood from outside, no good. Rebound Phillips. And again, Kentucky off to the races. Gibbons, 12-4.
Gibbons.
Norwood, back the other way, 12-6. And Ramsey committing the first foul of the game for the Blue Demons. So both teams off and running. Let me just grab a water real quick from my nearby fridge. Sorry, folks. Forgot to do that little bit of business before we started this second game. I just recorded the first game. Out of bounds to Kentucky. Kentucky 6 for 6. A steal by Ramsey. And we'll go back the other way. Norwood finishes 12-8. And Norwood with 8 points. 6 points, I beg your pardon. DePaul total with 8 points. And DePaul gets it back on a turnover. The question is DePaul going to try to run here with Kentucky? Johnson, no good.
Johnson, first personal, first team foul.
And it's 3 to make 2. First one false. 12-9.
Made the free throw.
Total opposite of how the Washington-San Diego State game started that I just did. And Norwood hits them both. Doesn't need the third. 12-10. It's Goose Gibbons, who's waiting for me to hit the continue button so he can play. Johnson, 7 for 7 start from the field for the Kentucky Wildcats. A miss by Corzine. It was a stuff by Phillips. Kentucky again running. And another basket for Goose Gibbons, 16-10.
Joe Ponsetto.
Ponsetto has made it 16-12. Gibbons, no good. Ponsetto back the other way. Corzine to Ramsey, and Ramsey missing. Ponsetto with a nice board. Kentucky with their first miss, by the way. And Ponsetto missing. Rebound Lee. And Johnson, no good. Rebound Corzine. Norwood looking for Corzine. Again, they're not letting him set up in the paint. And he misses from distance, and the rebound to Goose Gibbons. Lee goes to himself and lays it up and in. He calls his own number, 18-12. Norwood, yes, 18-14.
Ron Norwood.
We're at 14:53 to go. Lee, no good. Corzine with the rebound. And Corzine has cut it to 2 points. 18-16. Phillips, 20-16. He's got 4. And Ramsey calls a timeout. You start with 4 timeouts. You can only take 3 with you to the second half. So that was kind of a gimme. It's Ramsey. Looking to Watkins, but he's facing some good defense. Corzine now, he's finally in good space. And Phillips fouls him. It's going to be 3 to make 2. Corzine, a 7-10 free throw shooter. First
made the free throw.
Attempt good. 20-17. And the second free throw, no good. But he gets one more, which he hits. 20-18.
Made the free throw.
Kentucky and DePaul. High-profile battle here in the first round. We have been looking forward to this battle. Johnson with the miss. Phillips with the rebound.
Foul is on Corzine.
Corzine.
First personal, second team foul.
And, of course, Kentucky played in the Final Four in 75, and they would win it all in 78 for Joe B. Hall. It's Lee, guarded by Ponsetto, and we have a foul on Watkins.
Foul is on Watkins. First personal, third team foul.
Fouls are 3-2 DePaul's way, but this will be a foul in the act of shooting, so it's 3 to make 2. Lee missing the first. Missing the second. but hitting the third. 1
Lee
point.
made the free throw.
21-18. Norwood. Foul as he shot.
Foul is on Johnson. His second personal, 13 foul.
So it's 3 to make 2 for Norwood. The first one is good.
Norwood made the free throw.
22-18. 21-19. I'm sorry. I had the point going the wrong way. Norwood
hit the free throw.
makes it 22-20. 12:48 to go. Givens hits from outside, and that was not a area code jumper. That had some distance to it.
Foul is on Phillips. Second personal, 14 foul.
So as you saw there, Phillips committing his second, and we have Roby coming into the game. Talented underclassman. Corzine hits from outside.
Dave Corzine.
23-22. So DePaul keeping it close. Lee no good. Rebound Givens. And a reset of the offense at 11:55 left in the half. Givens. Yes.
Warford.
That was Warford.
Curtis Watkins.
And that was Watkins. 25-24. Clayton no good. Rebound Ponsetto. Steal by Warford. Roby, no good. Rebound Corzine. Ponsetto, no good. Rebound Gibbons. A very active first half of the first half. 25-24. Roby missing. Watkins with the rebound, and now we are under that 10-minute mark. Both teams shooting well from the field, and you wonder how long that can last. Corzine gives DePaul the lead. He has 8 points now, 3 of 6 from the field. 26-25 DePaul. Claytor with a miss. Corzine with the rebound. A 2-on-2 fast break. I'll take it because Norwood's a 10. And Gibbons calls.
First personal.
Causes the foul. Kentucky now up to 5 fouls. DePaul with 3.
Foul is on Roby. First personal, 16.
And then a few years later, of course, there was the birth of the superstation WGN. And when they were not carrying Cubs games, they were carrying DePaul University games. Ponsetto, no good.
Foul is on Lee.
But a foul on Lee.
17 foul.
DePaul in the bonus, but this was a foul in the act of shooting, so it's 3 to make 2, and Ponsetto missing the first. Missing the second. So the best he could do is hit 1, which he does.
Ponsetto made the free throw.
27-25. Roby.
Foul is on Ponsetto. His
First personal,
14 foul.
4th team foul.
Foul is on Corzine. Second personal, 15 foul.
Corzine leaving with 2 personals. So Pankratz coming in. Kentucky has not scored in the last 3:23, and Pankratz has it for DePaul. The 8th seed against Kentucky, who is 9th. Ponsetto, no good, and the rebound going to Gibbons, who has 5 boards to go along with his 8 points. He's well on his way to a double-double. Roby with a miss from in close. Rebound Watkins. So DePaul now kind of dictating the pace. Ponsetto from the far corner. A beautiful shot. 29-25. Roby, no good. Rebound Hall. And Hall with the putback. Ending the drought for the Wildcats that went 4 minutes, 45 seconds. But Watkins comes right back with string music. 31-27.
Foul is on Norwood. First personal, 16 foul.
And we see a whole bevy of substitutions for both teams. See it there in the lower left. You could always go back and pause it if you missed it. Roby to Gibbons. Back to Roby from outside. No good.
DePaul ball.
So the lead is 4 for the Blue Demons at 31-27. The game has slowed down nicely if you're a Blue Demon fan.
Ball.
And Garland, recognizing Kentucky playing better D, they're passing the ball around a little bit. Norwood working Gibbons, and a steal by Haskins. And it's a 4-on-1 fast break. Kentucky could cut it to 2. Roby cannot finish because he was fouled by Norwood.
Personal, 17.
So a 1-and-1 for Roby. His first free throw falls, rattled around the rim a little bit. Kentucky only 2 of 4 from the free throw line. DePaul has already visited the line 10 times. Roby missing the second, but Hall picking up the rebound, and now Kentucky, if they convert, could cut it to a point. With a steal by Hook. The hook brings you back. Pancratz to Calejo, who walks, and it goes back to the Wildcats. 31-28. Gibbons hits from outside. He's got 10 points. And he needs a rest. And the score is 31-30. Hook with it. Wydra. Tries from outside, no good. Rebound Hall. Now Kentucky could take the lead again. Haskins. No, but a foul on Garland.
Foul is on Garland. First personal.
3 to make 2. Haskins hits the first.
Haskins made the free throw.
31 all. (32-31).
Haskins made the free throw.
Pancratz. Roby with the rebound. And Kentucky leads by a point. Gibbons hits from outside.
Gibbons.
No, that was Gibbons. Okay, 12 points.
Foul is on Hall. First personal.
So Ponsetto, 3 to make 2. So best case scenario, it's a 1-point game again. 4:05 to go. Ponsetto missing the first. Ponsetto so far 7 points, but only 1 of 4 from the stripe and 1 of 7 from the field.
Ponsetto makes the second.
Hits the second, so he's now 2 of 5. And Ponsetto missing the third, and it goes to Lee. 34-32. Kentucky leading by 2 points. In real life, they were the NIT champions, knocking off UNC Charlotte to win that. Pancratz. And a fast break. Foul by Ponsetto. That's his second. And Ponsetto's going to leave with 2 personals. Offensive foul, so it goes back to Kentucky, and Claytor with the miss. Sounds like an alien species on Star Trek, or maybe Space 1999. Watkins.
Joey Holland appears to be hurt.
And yeah, he's leaving the game. Tweak something. So more substitutions, and DePaul has it with their team trailing by 2. And again, good defense exhibited here. So Ramsey just calls his own number, as they would say in football. No, and Roby picking up the rebound. Rick Roby. It's Gibbons. Goose with a miss. Rebound Ramsey. 2:47 to play. Ramsey missing. And Lee controlling the ball. 2:22 left to play in the first half. A steal by Ramsey. We have had 9 turnovers in the game. 5 of them went DePaul's way. And again, DePaul is having to pass the ball around looking for the offensive opening. Wydra missing up close. Rebound Claytor. It's 34-32 with 1:25 now left. Roby from a running floater, which was a beautiful shot. And with 1:14 left, it's a 2-1-2 zone being deployed by Kentucky, leading by 4. Ramsey is going to try Pancratz here, and Pancratz has cut it to 2. Under a minute to go. 36-34. Could be the last possession of the first half, which it is. Givens with 12, Norwood with 12, and we will go to the second half with Kentucky leading by 2. I will be right back. So, as I did in the first game, I'll come back on and do some programming reminders. Retro Championship Wrestling, RCW Evolution, a brand new 2-hour show. We'll try to squeeze in as many bouts as we can within 2 hours worth of match time. And then any bouts that we do not get done will just be no time limit dark matches, but you'll see them. Nick Bockwinkel defending the World Heavyweight title against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. That will be tomorrow. Wednesday, we hope to get our America 250 Super Season, game day number 5 in, and the Time Travel League. I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, so cross your fingers on that. And if not, we'll just do it at a later date during the week. Then we come back, do our last 2 Western Regional games Thursday, and more Retro Championship Wrestling on Friday as we start a new week. So here it is, a 36-34 game. Didn't mean to hit that button, but I'm glad I did. You got Gibbons with 12 points. And you got Norwood with 12 points. Corzine has been relatively quiet, and so has Ponsetto. We've had 2 lead changes, 1 tie. And DePaul gets it to start the second half. And they'll look to Ponsetto to set the tone for the second half. Corzine to Ponsetto, and a timeout called, which will give me a chance to just look and make sure I'm on the right scene on OBS. Ponsetto, they're looking for him, but it's going to be Corzine putting up the shot, and we have a tie score. 36 all. Winner gets UNLV. Lee back the other way. And he was fouled by Corzine. That is his third.
Third personal, first team foul.
So Lee will put it up and miss. Ponsetto with the rebound. I think the DePaul fans were expecting a little more out of Ponsetto. But it goes to Corzine on this possession. And it is blocked by Phillips. Phillips climbing the tree. Kentucky can go up 4. Gibbons says, oh yes, give me the ball. And he's got 14 points, 40-36. Norwood from distance, no, rebound Phillips. Kentucky at 5:29. Field goal shooting, and DePaul at 4:67. Claytor no good. Rebounds about even. Kentucky with 2 more offensive rebounds. Big Dave Corzine's going to shoot from distance and hit.
Dave Corzine.
From 15 out, it's a 2-point game. Lee, no good. Rebound Watkins, and we'll go back the other way. Full court trap 2-1-2 zone now being deployed by Kentucky. It's Norwood. He's got 2 more. He goes to 14. He's the leading scorer on DePaul right now, and we're tied at 40.
His third personal, second team foul.
Ponsetto commits his second, third personal. Second team foul, third personal. It's Lee driving the baseline and hitting. 13 for Lee. He's 6 of 9 from the field. 42-40. Corzine doing work. Lays it up. He's got 2 more.
Dave Corzine.
And a foul by Phillips.
Foul is on Phillips. Third personal, first team.
I know we've had Corzine in the 76-77, well, maybe a future season or a past season or something. I know Corzine played in the pros. And Corzine hits the three-point play, the old school three-point play, and they're up a point, 43-42. Phillips
Phillips.
makes it 44-43. We go back to Kentucky leading, and Norwood missing. But the rebound right to Watkins. And a reset of the offense. And Watkins missing everything. And the rebound to Phillips. And we'll go back Kentucky's way. Lee, no good. Rebound Corzine. Norwood cannot finish the fast break. Johnson. Phillips.
Phillips.
46-43 Wildcats. They're up 3. Norwood tries a dribble drive. Blocked by Claytor, who says, get that out of the solar system. Goes back to Norwood, who shoots and scores. He's got 16. Norwood. And it's still a very, very tight game. 46-45. Double dribble on Goose. Gives the ball back to DePaul. And we are going to have them play 2-1-2 zone. And help inside. And put some lumber on the boards. DePaul made the Final Four in the 78-79 season, travel. And I think I have told the story before that they were being honored at Wrigley Field on May 17th, 1979. And that's a day that sticks out in my mind as Givens shoots from outside, misses, gets his own rebound, because that was the day where the Cubs scored 22 runs, Givens missing again, and they lost to the Phillies, despite scoring 22 runs. And Dave Kingman hitting 3 home runs, including a long-distance home run. If you have ever seen that home run, offensive foul, we'll go back to DePaul. One of the crazier basketball games in recorded history. Corzine, guarded by Phillips. He hits, and that's a foul on Givens.
Foul
so now
on Givens, his second, 13th foul.
He commits his second, and Corzine again converting. He's 4 of 5 from the stripe. DePaul in total is 10 of 15. Well, the crazier games in baseball memory, it was 7-6 after the first inning.
Foul is on Ramsey.
Randy Lorch hit a home run for the Phillies that day. Schmidt hit 2. Kingman hit 3. I think Billy Buckner hit 2. It's one of those days when the wind was blowing out of the south, and that just gives like a jet stream to anything hit in the air as Gibbons misses. Ponsetto, no good. Rebound Lee. And if you have a few hours on YouTube, you could watch the entire game. Gibbons with the miss. Ramsey with the rebound. Ponsetto hitting.
Joe Ponsetto.
50-46. DePaul's starting to pull away a little bit. That's their biggest lead of the game. Gibbons with the miss. Phillips with the rebound. He's got 5 now. See Kaywood Ledford calling the game for Kentucky. Watkins, Ponsetto finishing, and the lead is 6. He's got 12. Ponsetto, not Kaywood Ledford. Phillips trying to work the fall-away jumper from the far corner. No good. Rebound Ponsetto. And look at DePaul. Norwood fouled as he went to the basket. No, it was a block by Phillips and a rebound by Johnson. Good work and a good no-foul call by our officials. And the Lee has cut it to 4 points. He has 15. Ponsetto, no good. Rebound Phillips will go back the other way, and here comes Kentucky. 11:36 to go. Lee, no good. Rebound Phillips. Offensive board. His putback is good.
Phillips.
He's got 10, and it's 52-50. Watkins outside. Oh, a tip in there by Corzine. That was one of those I didn't mean to shots that falls. It's 54-50. Lee back the other way, no good. Rebound Johnson. Kentucky now +5 in terms of offensive rebounds. Warford, no good. Rebound Gorzine. Fast break. I'm going to do it because I got a 10. Gorzine, Norwood. Well, I would have done it if I had the decision, but it was no good. Rebound Johnson. The chalkboard is screwing up. 54-50. Warford hits from outside. 54-52. Norwood back the other way. No good. Rebound Lee. DePaul is now only shooting .458 from the field. And Kentucky catching up. Gibbons tries to get the explanation point to tie the score. Gorzine blocked it, but it went out of play in favor of Kentucky. 9:59. Just a second. Less than halfway into the second half. We've got a tight one, as many expected from this game. Ball in the 2-1-2. Gibbons penetrates the zone. No. Rebound Watkins. 9:45 left. Watkins, no good. Rebound Ponsetto. His putback will score. He's got 10, and it's 56-52. Gibbons misses everything.
DePaul ball.
And it's going to be DePaul's ball. Paul University, who eventually would play their games at the Rosemont Horizon, which is now, I think, the All-State Arena. Ponsetto, no good, in the Chicago suburbs, and a rebound to Goose Gibbons. He's got 7. He's 3 shy of a double-double. He could get 3 more boards. Gibbons is fouled by Norwood.
Personal, 14 foul.
That's 4 fouls total on DePaul the second half, and Kentucky has picked up 3. 56-52. 5-second call on Kentucky. We'll go back the other way. Ponsetto hits from outside. He's been red hot the second half. He's up to 16. And it's 58-52. And Gibbons calling time as he submits to defensive pressure by the Blue Demons, who now lead by 6. Roby. Near corner. No good. Rebound Gorzine. We have 8:30, 8:24 now left. Ponsetto. Bullseye. He's got 18. 60-52. Warford. Bullseye. 60-54.
Foul is on Ramsey.
He hit from distance there. That was like a Caitlin Clark shot. And he was fouled, so he gets to shoot 1. That was on Ramsey, his 3rd, the team's 5th. And Warford hits the free throw.
Warford made the free throw.
Kentucky has only had 9 trips to the free throw line, and DePaul has made 10 out of 15. 60-55. Ponsetto keeps the pressure on Kentucky. He goes to 20 points. He's now tied for the scoring lead with Dave Gorzine. Out of bounds, back over to DePaul. And now a half-court press in a 2-3 zone for Kentucky, trailing by 7 with 7:29 left. Ponsetto cannot hit that time. And Roby with the rebound for Kentucky. I expect Kentucky to make a run here. Hall. Oh, that skitters out of bounds. And back to the Blue Demons. 7:14 to play. A very tight contest, I think, despite the fact that it is a 7-point lead. Now, Kentucky coming out playing very solid defense with the full court trap. Pankratz finds open room and puts up the shot and gets it. The lead is 9. 64-55. Warford out of bounds, and it goes DePaul's way. That is now 10 turnovers for DePaul to Kentucky's 6. To DePaul's 6. It's 10-6 Kentucky's way. I beg your pardon. Garland, a running floater, no good. Rebound Pankratz. Who shoots? No good. Rebound Warford. And we're now down to the last 6:25 in regulation.
Blue Demons ball.
Blue Demon ball. It's DePaul leading by 9 with 6:14 to go. And Pancratz with a bad screen, giving the ball back to the Wildcats. Givens with a drive down the lane to make it a 7-point game. Ramsey's going to try to get it into Ponsetto, which they do. And his shot is good. He's got 14 this half. It's 66-57. 5:38. Oh, a tip in by Haskins. Excuse me, basket. And it's 66-59. The second one we have had in this half. Ponsetto, who's been the go-to guy in the second half, has two more.
Ponsetto.
16 and a half, 24 in the game, 68-59. Phillips comes back the other way, makes it 68-61. Ponsetto looking. Doesn't go in, but a foul on Givens. That's 3
His third personal,
on the shooting guard
foul.
for the Kentucky Wildcats. And Ponsetto to the line where he has been 2 for 6. Now he's 3 of 7.
Ponsetto hit the free throw.
He could wind up getting player of the game honors from the car dealership of your choice. Hits the second.
Ponsetto made the free throw.
So 70-61. Haskins to Givens. No good. Rebound Ponsetto. A fast break. 3-on-2. We will take it. Ponsetto. Garland in traffic.
Givens.
And Givens picks up foul number 4. And that's the 15th foul. Next foul by DePaul puts Kentucky in the bonus, and Kentucky is 2 fouls away from putting DePaul in the bonus. There'll be a quiz later on all of that. So it's Norwood. He has had a good game, and he's got 2 more. 72-61, the lead up to double digits. Biggest lead DePaul has had. Gibbons cuts it to 9. And now a full court press being deployed by Kentucky trying to get it into the game. They trail by 9. Corzine with a drive and an authoritative dunk, which you couldn't do in 75-76 season, but that would come next year. Johnson with the rebound after a miss by Phillips. Crowd up in arms after the dunk, and Lee has cut it to 9 points. But they're running out of time. Ponsetto, 2 more.
Joe Ponsetto.
They go to 28 on the game, 20 this half. I'm going to say it, this game's in the refrigerator. The eggs are getting hard. The butter is getting cold as Gibbons with a beautiful shot from distance.
Foul is on Norwood.
And the jello's jiggling.
17th foul.
Gibbons to 20 points, 4 fouls on Norwood, but Kentucky's nearly going to have to play perfectly to get back into this one. Trailing by 8 with 3 minutes to go, and now DePaul can stall. Half-court trap as Kentucky pulling out all the stops. Ramsey is hurt. He will return. Hook's going to come in and play for him. 2:50 to go. Hook hits the jumper. It's being waved off as Johnson committed his third foul before the shot was taken. 76-68. Watkins with the inbound. Hook with it. And a foul by Fowler.
17th foul.
DePaul will get UNLV in the next round should this result hold, but a miss, and it goes back to Johnson for Kentucky. Givens with it. And a jump ball between Fowler, who should be in blue, and Watkins, who should be in white. So the colors are inversed. And it goes to Johnson for Kentucky, but they have to hurry. They're down 8 with 2:14 to go. Givens. Well, that's a good place to go if you need baskets. It's 76-70, 2:01 left to play. And now it's Hook with it, and they are just going to try to take up as much clock as they can. Down to 1:32 now. Minute 23. If I ever do another college basketball season, like if I do 76, 77, I'm putting in a 45-second clock. DePaul with it. Hook just continues to run the clock. And finally, Givens has to commit a foul, which is going to disqualify him from the rest of the game, and Hook's going to get a 1-and-1. Hook misses. Corzine with the rebound, and now DePaul could just play stall ball again. But Corzine's going to try a basket, and Phillips calls the foul. 1-and-1. Corzine hitting the first.
Corzine made the free throw.
The lead is 7 with 54 seconds to play. And Corzine
made the free throw.
Makes it 78-70. I want to put a 45-second clock in if I do a future season because I don't think Action PC Basketball knows what to do without a shot clock. 46 seconds. Lee with it. This is a question of just how much time this is going to take. Johnson no good. Ponsetto with the rebound. He has a double-double. Of course he does. And with 30 seconds to go, DePaul is just going to try to run the clock out. Hook with it. And that's it. DePaul wins.
The final score, DePaul 78, Kentucky 70. DePaul was led by Ponsetto with 28 points, 10 rebounds. Corzine with 24 points, 12 rebounds. Kentucky was led by Givens with 23 points, 7 rebounds.
So there you go, folks. Kentucky falling to DePaul. And we will show you the brackets one more time. It will be, despite what they say, DePaul getting UNLV in the round of 32, and we will be back to that in 4 weeks' time. Whoop. I did the wrong thing. Here we go. Yeah, DePaul, UNLV, Washington, Texas A&M will be the games in the upper bracket. I'm going to get out of here real fast, folks. This has been Big Paulie. Godspeed. God bless. We'll do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.